EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Now the elder statesman of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri, set to get us started. And we are underway from Pittsburgh. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Now a run here off the RPO, and he'll keep it. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Bill.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Throwing now is Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6.
The Bills are lining up for
Allen will try to throw for it. And that is going to be caught.
Successful.
And it moves the lead to 8-0.
Steelers, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. He can't get him down. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they thought they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th. Locke. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now it's Locke. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing again is Locke. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Kamara up the middle. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Locke. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 44-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Play action. It's Locke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Now the offense Ultimate's going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the gun, here's Locke. We'll get this one complete there to Pittman. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Pittman, 30 yards. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Luck will try and throw for it. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. And the throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but he has the first down on a well-executed double pass. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Now a 2nd and 10.
319.
Here's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Allen now looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To the air, Allen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Allen going to run with it. That is caught by Moss for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line.
The
final shot before the break. Luck. It's brought in by Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they can't bring him down. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Alvin Kamara. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Alvin Kamara, 71 yards. And the Steelers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And this has been good to put him up by a point. It's 15-14.
That's the score. Steelers 15. Bills 14. Adam Vinatieri set.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Allen to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaron Johnson. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Steelers take over first and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 38. Running right, this is Gainwell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 29, here's second and a yard.
Here we go, shot. Take go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 111 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Defensively, you give up the big chunk play there on the ground. Now they really have to bow up.
They certainly do, but I know how offensive linemen think. They don't care that the defense is going to bow up. They want to dominate them. They want to get into the end zone first and have the running back follow them. That's how they want to cap off this drive.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
This is Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead. Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. It's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On play action, Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
GG's in the chat.